Good afternoon, good evening, and good at ya. It is Thursday. You guys already know the drill. It is a Mondo Mail Call show. Team Nerd Herd podcast. We got the squad together. We got the fellowship. Shout out to Cyclops Alonso out there, and shout out to Big Rob. Much love to you guys. We're holding it down for you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our guest. You guys have seen him in the community most recently on my brother Morbius's channel when they were discussing what is key versus grail. And you know my man always has a coffee and a comic with him by his side. I call it cafecito y un comic, okay, or whatever. But you know that's what I call it. But we are rocking and rolling, and we are super excited to have Frank. What's going on, Frank Castle? Frank, put up your dukes. How's it going, brother? Thank you.
Good, man. How you guys doing? Just
Doing
a quick
right.
shout out, Happy Veterans Day to all those that have served. Enjoy.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, much love, and thank you, man, for joining us. We're super excited.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Oh man, you already know, man. We're super excited to have you, and we've got something for you, man. Not only do we have that mail call, but Heard, you already know we got that versus segment ready and calibered for you. Ready and raring to go. But before we get into all the fun, before we get into those rapid fire questions, I'm gonna go ahead and holler at my little roll call brethren. Jeff's all dying and coughing. All right. Maybe I won't ask Jeff how he's doing, but
I'm all right. I'm surviving.
That's a smoker coffee. He's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a smoker's cough.
Yeah. I know where you're at. I know where your mind's at, bro.
I don't have a smoker's cough. It doesn't work that way with my body, so I still take it 100% oxygen.
Okay. All right.
So
good to see you better, bro.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone, for all the well wishes. Thank you to Alonzo for doing the deck and getting us set up. And thank you to Frank for showing up. And I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to get to know him better. I just found out the man is down the street from me. So that just means we're just going to have to do a hunt at some point.
What up?
Yes, sir, man. Jeff, you already know I'm headed your way, bro.
Oh, yeah.
After you get all that sickness away from you. Because there's cooties, bro, and I don't want them.
Yeah,
we're from the crud.
I'm not infectious anymore, and I did take the COVID test, and it was negative, so we're good.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm ready to go. I'm rared up. I don't have that much actually to show off this week, which is good. It'll be shorter, no long boxes, I think I'm gonna pass it on now. So let's go over to Frank.
Ooh. All right. So
yes,
gotta get that.
I've got a stack here that I want to show off. That with a few shout outs to go along with it.
Oh damn. Okay.
Oh, we're going straight to mail call.
We're going straight to mail.
Unless you want to go somewhere else, how are we doing that?
Yeah, we're just doing the roll introduction.
Just doing the intros.
Oh, I thought I already had my introduction because you did such a good job, Steve. I didn't think I needed to introduce myself anymore.
Jeff messed up because he's sick and he don't know where he's going.
Jeff needs a pillow, but
I'll just take care of it.
I didn't want
I'm JR. I'm the asshole. Happy Veterans Day, people. Yeah, just saw Bond. Good movie.
What up?
Kind of a sad ending, but overall I was happy. But I'll pass it off to Steve. And how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing great. I'm glad that we got this Mondo Mail Call rolling, and then we're gonna go ahead and holler at the herd, man. We're gonna go ahead and holler at the four horsemen. Nay, the Team Nerd Herd moderators. I just call them the four horsemen. They just fuck them up. They're like a tag team and two. You got the brother number one, the Ric Flair of the Four Horsemen, brother Rudy. What's going on? What's cracking? If you guys missed the rewind of the Four Horsemen production on that geek, that Geekin' Live, we got you right, Jeff. He's Geek Factor Live.
I have no comments.
Okay, all right. No, you're right. You're right.
All I have to say,
I'm
sorry. Well, if you guys missed, there's no such thing as a fucking 5-sided die.
Come on, now. Put us on Front Street right now, JR. All right, let me go ahead and shout out
dynamics.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and give my shout outs to brother
I'm not
brother
the
number
one who
2, the
answered it
Arn
wrong.
Anderson. Something wrong. Hey, man, that was my fault. Okay. Brother number 3, D-Anime, etc. D-Anime, etc. Senpai. Brother number 4, brother Hor Hermano, man. My brother Glenn 2K12. First appearance, man. First appearance on Geek Factor Live, y'all. And you already know it was a surprise to everybody. And we appreciate that, my brother. Shout outs, shout outs. And then the music, man. The music. That Team Nerd Hair music, man. That sound, that jingle. That jolly little jingle. You know, you got DJ Abomination and Plainclothes D, man, just rocking them beats. And then we're going to go ahead and dive. Swan dive right into it. Bam. You got my man Brando over at Comics Kings. If you missed Brando yesterday on that Whiplash Wednesday, he had an interview at the Creators Corner with Jimmy Shooter. Then he had the Crisis on Infinite Rants as well. And then don't forget to go in between, man. You had TM Nerdy, man. You had Nick's Comics and Culture, big station to Big Fable, and then you had Hermedio, man. They just got wonderful things. And then you got Manny, man. You got my man Chamorro Cinema. Whew. PCP Army Bad Batch for life. All right, you got South Paul Brad, man. What's going on? Just dude, every time I think Southpaw, I just want to step into it like a boxing stance. You got Free Energy, or what I like to call Free Doom, or what he likes to call, because he just told me what to call him. So Free Doom. What's going on, man? You got something wrong over here, man. No nonsense, no nada, man. You got Glenn 2K12. You got my man D-Anime, etc. Man, you got Uncanny Swaggy. You know, Swaggy, dude, he was over at the low grades, keeping it real low grades, man. Dude, much love to Swaggy. Then you got Evil Mike, brother. Evil Mike. If I had a chair for you right now, man, I'd have you come sit over here and get down to the nuts and bolts of it. Excellent reviews, man. He just gets right into it. He gets very descriptive, detail oriented, and breaks it down. So much love to Evil Mike, man. You got my man Astro Wizard, man, coming from the realms of space and beyond, man. Let's see right here. Let's see. You got my man Lord Chucks over at the BLCC, my brother, for life, man. He's throwing up them tags, bro. Oh, look at this. You got collect them all or die trying, dude. Woo! Man, skate. That's like skate or die type of stuff right there, bro.
He's fighting you for the longest name there.
He probably would win, bro. Yo, HK, Wifey 420, my girl Sheena. How's it going, HK? Hello, kitty. I didn't even roll my R right. Not enough water.
Ooh.
Okay. How's it going? CRG. Comics are great, my man over and the NY Warriors and my brother over here at the Team Nerd Herd podcast. Welcome, my brother, on the East Coast tip. You got brother
JR's
number
yum.
1. What happened?
I said someone was yucking JR's yum.
Oh, no, what N just said to you, Jeff.
Eric the Phoenix, what's going on, my brother? She probably said open some
Anthony.
pops, man. Oh, you got Moonlit. Michelle, what's going on, Michelle? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. All right, we got brother Raging Cajun Comics, brother JD. What's going on, my brother? Good at ya, and good evening. All right, we got Guyuch, dude. Guyuch, if you guys missed the Wednesday night press, man, you got to go back and check you some, man. They got great things going on there. They got more. I can't even say it right, dude. That was just a hideous attempt at. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they were over there quoting Kindergarten Cop.
It's not a Tuma. All right, you got my girl Inja, the Beheader Binja, man. Swords waiting, man. You got my man Bricks, the Iron Geek. What's going on, Brent? What's going on, man? Just lifting them. No days off. A Bleeding Star, man. Also coming from different universes and beyond, man. Good to see you, my brother. All right. I think we got to stack. Oh, no. The Tiger's out. Hey, Zores, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, Eric, man? Eric and Jeff, man, they took it to us, bro. You know, like
don't worry, Eric. We know the truth.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt that you kind of threw it out there, but you know.
It's all good. It's all fun. I'm not bitter.
I hate them.
I'm not.
I just hate them, Frank.
Yeah, you just lose the competitions. That's all.
I'm not a sore loser, dude. Jeff, you
don't make me say it.
What, dude?
Not you, Steve. It was on JR.
No,
the asshole, the resident asshole. Always asses in corner.
But you're 0-2 in competitions.
Damn.
You know
He did it.
what?
He crossed them lines.
It's nice to see you, Frank.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So basically, what you're saying, Jeff, is to Jr. is if you see him, it'd be too soon.
Way too soon.
All right. Oh, well, okay. All right,
Sit my
Frank, man.
fat ass on him.
Are you ready for that rapid fire question segment, my man?
Not at all, but let's
Not
go.
at all. Oh, let's give it to him, guys.
Let's do it.
Go. Let's go. Let me move you over here.
Chop it up.
Pardon me. I'm just gonna. Who's got it? There you go. No, we don't. That's the beauty of doing a live, right? There you go.
Blown up.
Get with it, baby.
So, since you are a veteran, what is the best MRE that you had to eat?
Dude, that's a hard question. I'm going to actually divert it from the best MRE because here's a little known fact about me. When I served in the Marine Corps, I was actually, before I joined, I was vegan. And I went in and changed to become a vegetarian. When I served from 97 to 01, they didn't really have vegetarian MREs.
Oh, I can believe that.
And now they do. They got all kinds of fancy stuff now from what I'm hearing. I'm no longer vegan or vegetarian, by the way. I definitely consume meat products now. But
come to the dark side.
So I got to say the best one was probably had to do with when we were out in the field and we had to field strip a bunch of MREs. We only had a limited amount that we had, and somebody stole a bunch of mine, which I already collected. So it was a bunch of crackers, those dried out crackers with some peanut butter. That was probably the best thing I had because I was starving that entire time out there. And, you know, when you're really hungry, anything sounds really great. So, yeah, that was probably
you pickle
MRE.
juice.
You got Brother Rudy, man. Brother Rudy.
But I do miss making the MRE bombs. Those are always fun.
Oh, man. All right. So I see you sipping that coffee, man.
Indeed.
So I got to ask. There's two questions because I got to fill in for Alonzo's question as well. And I'm sure Jeff got to fill in for Big Rob. But what's your favorite roast? And if you were to follow coffee up, what kind of tasty, sweet treat are you following it up with? And I hope I didn't strike out on Alonzo's question because I know I didn't strike out on mine.
So let's go with the roast. Essentially, I'm a fan of a medium roast.
Okay.
Across the board. Currently, there's a local shop, and Jeff, you might know this place. It's called Bagel Mania, and they do different roasts every now and then. Though my favorite's up in Long Beach, Polly's used to be. I think they changed it now. But they recently started doing this coconut cream roast that for a flavored roast, minus my typical regular French dark roast or even a possible Ethiopian roast. I would say their coconut cream hit me, and I was like, dude, this is a great roast. So, yeah. And I don't really follow anything up with it. I get my coffee, and then that's it. And maybe a piece of toast with some butter. You know?
Okay, Alonzo, you did okay, bro. You did okay. All right, Jeff, hit him with it, brother.
Okay, so obviously Rob didn't hit me with the question.
Azores.
So
he's right by
I'm going to have
brother.
to make up two questions here. All right.
Azores, yeah.
So my first one is, do you like coffee with dessert?
I like coffee all the time.
Okay, so it's all coffee.
So yeah, I'll definitely take a. Though I've relaxed. I used to be like a 6-7 cup a day coffee drinker. And to be honest, for the most part, I stick to one solid one in the morning. Right now, obviously, I'm doing some stuff and I'm having another little time, but so one or two nowadays. And I switch to tea sometimes too. I'll go get a nice traditional matcha every now and then, and that's kind of
smart move.
What's up? So, but yeah, I drink coffee whenever. I don't. It's great with sweet. I have a huge sweet tooth, so I will dip a little chocolate into it, like a Snickers bar.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it on that new level then.
And I know a lot of coffee drinkers probably know this ailment. Do you get caffeine headaches?
I do. For those watching that may have never experienced it, what that really kind of comes down to is when you don't drink coffee for a day and you get. I do. I go through those periods because I try to kick back a little bit, but it's Yeah.
Coffee.
So I actually just recently watched a small little documentary on coffee and how it affects your brain neurons and how you can actually drink enough to where it starts developing these new ones that the caffeine will actually start putting you to sleep. That's why some people say, "Oh, I can drink coffee and go to sleep on it because I can do that."
I've done
But
that.
you have to take a few days to kind of like wipe that clean to make it start over again. So it has a different.
But that's
effect
with caffeine in general, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It depends on how much. Yeah. If you drink enough soda, if you drink enough tea, I'm sure you'll get withdrawals.
Yeah, green tea is good for you though, man.
I've done that with Jolt Cola, where I put myself to sleep by drinking too much Jolt Cola.
Oh damn! How old were you, bro?
Right?
He's all last week.
No, that was 14, 15 years old. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh well, it looks like he survived.
Oh yeah, man, you made it with flying colors, bro. So Frank,
good times.
This is your show right now, man. So
brilliant.
Now, I mean, I know you were talking about books, so you get to decide, man. Do you want to show off the books, or you could pick one of us, the Three Stooges over here. One of us.
Speak for
yourself. What do you think?
You know what? I'm going to jump into it since I'm already on the big screen. I'm like, let's just do it. Let me get down into it.
Oh, let's get down and dirty to it, brother.
Yeah. So, along with that, I want to throw a few shout outs, and I'm not sure if they're in the chat or not. I'm horrible at paying attention to that, but there's been some great people in this community.
We'll highlight them, brother. We will highlight them.
And some of the mail calls I've got have kind of come in over time, and there's so many out there that I can't name them all, but there are a few things that I just want to point out.
There's another question for you, Frank. I'm sorry.
Do you ever drink iced coffee? I do once in a while. Matter of fact, there's a company that are chained now called Phil's Coffee. I don't know where they're at exactly. I know in SoCal they're out here, but they do this iced mojito that
they're cold
kills
brew.
It. It's an iced mint mojito, cold brew. Damn. And I don't like to like prop them up. Like I'm not being paid by them or anything. But dude, for an iced one, I'll go that route once in a while. But typically it's always hot. It's always hot.
Dude, so we gotta like chill soon and get up a Joe.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because my customers that are local, I do have an option on my website when you check out. I can meet you for coffee and get you your books. I can also like drop them off at your house or whatever. And there's a few that I'll sit down at coffee shops and when you buy your books, I'll drive up and hand you coffee and your comics and we'll hang out and chill. But a couple things I want to point out. I don't know if you can see in the background. So this Primordial signed by Jeff Lemire just came in the other day from I should grab it so I can show it
already. Shit.
Right? No. It came from.
It has to be like one of the few.
Came from up north, and
look at that beauty. Yes.
And this is a dope book too. If you're not reading
Primordial,
dude, get it because I love this. So Jeff Lemire got this, but it comes from our Canadian brother, Comic Aussie, over on Instagram. He dropped this into my mail, and I was like, dude, nice.
Shout out to Comic Aussie.
Now, there's another gentleman in the community that you might know. He's actually a captain in the Marine Corps, still active duty. He goes by Collecting Co. If you've seen him on Instagram, sometimes he does some comic sales and live sales. But he sent me this down. It's another one. I got to do some more research on this book, but he got it because of the comic, the coffee theme. It's called Mr. Beat Adventures by Chris Yamabraras or whatever. Will conform for coffee. But he found this at some local shop, and it was signed by the author. You can see the mug with a little image as well, and he just dropped this off for me because of the whole coffee and a comic kind of thing. So I thought that was super, super cool. And again, I need to research it a little bit more. Haven't had a chance to actually like really dig into it, but those are some of the ones that are definitely sticking around in the collection for a long time.
So wait a second. How many coffee mugs do you have behind you?
Oh my gosh. That's not even all of them, but
look at that, man.
Oh, dang. I didn't even see them.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm just like, wait a second.
Just one for every day of the week, bro.
16. There's 16 back there, 16, 17. This guy came in from Collect 'em All or Die Trying. He shot me that little A-OK, little Venom. Another one chilling over here. Got one in my hand. Yeah, I got a few. I got a couple. But a lot of people in the community know too that I'm trying to collect the entire Nam series. And
very nice.
So I'm missing now probably about, if I remember right, close to 25. I still need. And you brought up Nam 1. I'm missing Nam 1 through 6 still. But
Okay.
the reason why I'm bringing this up, some of these were from my personal collection, but Moonlit Comics, this was some of the first ones she had gifted me a while back. So Michelle, thank you again for adding to this collection.
You got the anime telling you he got a bunch to hit him up.
Bro, dude, hit it up because I'm trying to get them all. But then also Collect Them All or Die Trying. Check him out. He also added to this collection as well. He had shot down quite a few, and these, I love the artwork on this. I love the idea and the theme behind where Nam came from. I don't know if you guys are super aware, but originally it was two dudes that served in Vietnam that started writing a different comic. Beautiful. I love this one.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Cool cover.
And then they were approached by Marvel after they had written the other comics to say, "Hey, we want, essentially a G.I. Joe theme, but something called the Nam. Can you guys write?"
I had that book when I was a kid.
Yeah,
when he just showed, yeah,
dude, and the stories in it are pretty heartfelt. They're pretty good. They're like actually like, I don't know. I haven't read the entire series yet, obviously, because I don't have them all. Dude, he's got 1 through 6. Okay, all right.
Yeah, one, 2, 3, 4, 6 to 14.
Okay. But I like this cover too. They're just like,
is that supposed to be John Candy?
Right? It totally.
That almost looks like from Stripes.
Yeah. That's funny. Maybe that's kind of where they got inspired a little bit on that one. But then, of course, my dude, the Punisher, shows up, and they did this because they wanted to try to increase sales of the Nam a little bit later into their time, and hopefully, bringing the Punisher into something would increase sales. This is a weird thing too. Back then, 2 different variant covers for the same one.
So
there wasn't a lot back then.
They made this till 96.
Hyper Combo Comics.
Yeah.
Wow, brother.
So, but
comic kingpins over there, man.
Right. And then, if I remember right, these ones are kind of stuck because it's the whole collection of the Death of Joe Hallen. I should have untaped that one. I meant to.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Uzumaki.
Our friends over
Powering
at
up, my brother.
X11 Bravo.
Oh yeah, shout out
Battle
to
66 and his wife Liz, amazing people. They also had helped with
Liz.
Dude, I love this cover, by the way.
What's up, Zen Multiverse? What's cracking, my brother? Oh, that's a sick cover, Frank.
Right? I mean, I kind of wish the blue was red, but yeah, because I love black and red covers for sure. My favorite Nam cover so far is coming up right here. And it doesn't even have the Punisher on it, but I love this one.
That's pretty sick.
That's sick, man. You got some cover fire, bro.
And I also love how they started incorporating the Palmia logo down in the bottom corner as well.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Just so we don't forget. And then, of course, the last few I have all the way up to 69. And I think, if I remember right, it goes up to 80, 83. I got to double check that. But super rad run.
Oh, that is a sick cover, too.
This one.
Real sick.
Yeah.
But it was 1160 Bravo helped with these next comics, and this is something that I actually am debating on these 3. So Battle 66 Delta, if you're not following him, go follow him now. X11 Bravo, what they're doing in the veteran community is amazing. It's great. Battle 66 Panda, Liz, all amazing. They ended up shooting me one Punisher Soviet variant #1, which this is the last Punisher series that's been out to date. I think it started in 2019. Great series, six issue series. I wish that would have been 12, but Enos came back to drop on this one. But they hooked me with that. The Dark Reign Punisher I needed in my collection. They found this one for me. I love this cover.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, dude, it's amazing.
That's a banger cover, bro.
Right. And then obviously the homage cover in the Dark Reign Punisher.
The first Punisher yet.
Yeah. So they got me those, but their little logo that they stuck on the back was amazing too.
Their packaging is amazing, right?
Dude, it's so good. Like if I would bring
tier.
down the box too, and because I got that thing saved, but the way that they packaged and put it together, but
they really
this
care about the community for sure.
was the
Shout out to
pride of it all right
And
here.
Elias.
He's up this side.
Me too. Sheep.
They found the entire collection of Tales of the Marine Corps Semper Fi.
Oh wow!
Yes.
This has
You can't
been,
even find that shit.
man.
I found
This is issue 1, but they sent me the entire 9-part series of this.
So awesome.
And if you guys don't know, obviously, I served in the Marine Corps, so I got that connection to it. But the stories in these, like I just read one. Obviously, it's Veterans Day, so I felt a little bit like patriotic, and I wanted to read. So I read issue number 6. I've been going through these very slowly just to kind of devour them. And I read issue 6 today, too, and each one has such an emotional story being told within the inside, because they're actually real stories. It's kind of a fantasy of sorts, but they're all based on real situations that occurred and things that happened to Marines and Marine Corps. But it follows this family called, I believe they're the Whittiers, that have served in every combat, since, the Marine Corps was founded 246 years ago. By the way, we had the Marine Corps birthday yesterday too. So we're 246 years old now. This is issue 3. But in the 6th one, it just hits so much harder because they do 2 to 3 stories per issue. And inside of it kind of really dealt with this Marine that served in Nam, that went through some stuff. His daughter found all of his old Marine Corps stuff up in the attic, and she was asking him about it, and it triggered his PTSD, and he kind of snapped. And there's an element in it that's like, you need to talk about it. He's like, I don't need to talk about this. No, that whole idea. And knowing that this came out back in the day, before they really knew what PTSD was or even talked about it back then, it was already showing, how we as a society need to be a little bit more aware of that. And because the veteran suicide in this country is astonishing, and it's very unfortunate and sad. And but this is the one I read today. Super good. 2 different stories up in this, but I love this cover. I'm looking forward to read this one.
Wow, that's straight fire, man.
Yeah. And unfortunately, this series, I guess, didn't do as well as Marvel wanted it to. So they pulled the plug on it and, kind of stopped after this first run. So got this on for next 11. That's awesome. Youngish Bringham's group, you got the ceremony with this. That's super cool. But yeah, so it's just a big. Now, I don't know if you guys know, he has his own YouTube channel, Into the Comics. He's also prior Marine or a Marine captain, Maxfield Von Priestley, the MVP. He's got his channel. We did a little Marine Corps birthday kind of salute last night. A bunch of Marines got together talking about comics and how we got involved, and we started talking about comics today, because looking at this collection, obviously it was stories for that time frame up to NAM and some other things, but there's nothing really now for the Marines that have served over in Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait, other things that have been going on. And I feel like maybe there's a time and a place for some new writings on that.
Oh, that was
awesome. So enough of the emotional, sentimental things. Last thing I want to kind of throw out there.
Those were awesome, man.
Thank you
for sharing. Thank you for sharing that with us, brother.
I can't even take the credit on that. Most of these came from the community. So again, thank you, Moonlit. Thank you, Collect 'em All Die Trying, X11 Bravo, obviously, and his team and what's going on over there. I can't say much. Obviously, also Collecting Co. and Kamikaze, super great, elements. You know what? I need to actually shout Eric out, as there is. This little bad boy right here
Oh yeah.
came into my collection about 2 years ago
Oh, dang.
because of Mr. Tiger himself, Eric. And I'm not going to pull it out this time. I've done enough, but he was able to score this for me. In the inside cover, it's signed by Jim Lee.
Oh, that's
So he found this, and I was like, "Yeah!" So
a new
Hashtag,
Santa
him as
edition
well.
signed by Jim Lee. Okay.
hashtag Hunter's Hunt, bro. That's it.
Right? No, it was,
My brother right
it was
there.
great. And then the last thing, these kind of go back to fun times. We got the cards. My
Oh,
Punisher collection
yeah.
cards. Like, I wish the glare wasn't so crazy on these, but some of the funnest things that came in.
You're a fan of
And
Garth Ennis, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I love
Bam.
Garth Ennis, dude.
Or Vidal.
Has
He's
written
hit you with that.
brilliant World War II stories from various points of view, Americans, Germans, Soviets. Yeah. But Luke Cage is my dude too. Punisher's my main dude. Luke Cage is another one in there. That's why he's kind of front and center. We go way back before all the social media stuff. Salute. Yes, we do, Azores. And of course, some of these little fun guys.
Dang.
Cage down there. This one was kind of funny because I ended up finding this old Sports Illustrated one. I'll show at the top there, but check out. That's probably my favorite card in that corner.
That is super sick, dude.
Series 1.
Yeah, dude. So good. But then I've skateboarded my entire life too.
Oh
And
shit!
of course,
I remember those.
Mark Gonzalez.
Oh man, how cool is that?
But then that
I used to get that
Luke Cage, too,
magazine
up
every
inside.
week or every month when it came out.
Right? All right.
Shit was
So
sick.
that is what I got, guys. So
Oh man,
Very cool.
I think he's got us, guys. He really does. 'Cause- well, maybe Jr. Right? Jr. got some good finds.
I've got a couple things, but
So Frank,
it's hard to follow
who's it gonna
that.
be, brother?
you know what? Let's go, Jr. I want to hear about these finds. He just showed them off a little bit behind the scenes, so I want to see what was up in that.
Let's get him.
And I won't give a secret away either.
Dang, dude, he's like the drunken master taking that jug right now. He's gonna be like,
So, like I said before, I went to see Bond tonight, and there's a local shop that just opened up. It's like a used record store, CDs. I'm sure everyone has them. We used to have one called Dimple. This one's called The Cave. So I just kind of went in there. I was like, let me see what they've got. They got comics. So I found a couple things. I found this.
oh, nice. The Gelato.
Yeah.
Gelato trade,
Dude,
bro.
Gelato's killing it.
I found a number 1 of this.
Ooh.
I haven't checked the printings on these.
It hurt JR's. It hurt Jeff's heart, dude. He's looking at him shaking his head at you already.
I haven't gone out the whole fucking week. What do you think? I'm fucking upset. I haven't gone out since last mail call. That's how long I've been sick. Fuck you guys.
Oh my god.
So I just pretty much grabbed every Star Wars book I could find, and I still didn't hit all the drawers that they had. They had a bunch of filing cabinets.
Oh, nice, dude.
So I just grabbed whatever.
Dude, no one grabbed Star Wars from that comic shop, did they?
Because that comic shop, it's like a
That should never been there.
It's like a book off or something,
bro.
Kind of like that, yeah, like half price books or whatever.
Yeah.
Found the zero.
You shouldn't be finding any of those anywhere.
Yeah, I know. I know.
What did you pay for them?
$249 for this one.
I hate you, fucking ass. Nice find, you bastard.
Jeff, you got a question?
Just open something, you'll feel better.
I also found, because I remember hearing these were pretty hot a couple months ago. So I picked up number 1 and
I've already opened stuff.
Wait, is that the first issue? I mean, the first series volume?
I believe so.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Dude, nice pickups, dude.
Because Alonzo's always harping that we should pick up this, so
skateboarding.
Oh,
I have like 20 something of those. You want one?
Yeah, no. This one I just picked up. I picked up because it's a Archie one, but
Oh, what?
Okay.
What?
number
Okay, that's
3,
cool.
I figured, hey, I don't know
What number is
what's
that?
worth. Number
Oh,
3.
dude.
Okay.
Cowabunga,
looks cool.
dude.
I don't even care if it's worth anything. That's
It's got
dope.
like that ooze cover too. That's cool.
Yeah.
They also had this there.
Oh,
The
what?
fourth printing.
Are you
Dude.
kidding?
I paid $70, but it's fourth printing. It's probably like a low 9, but yeah.
That's dope.
The look on your face.
Like how
The
Kami
look
is.
on his face.
So this is some other stuff that I had ordered, came in or bought. I got this from my local shop, but
That's cool.
Okay.
Okay.
and then because I'm trying to work my Daredevil run, picked up 2 more for my run.
Oh, damn.
So what? You're missing like 25 now, almost.
28 now is where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
nice
that's
cover,
one's
dude.
cool. Wait,
I
that's
have a
a
few
Sturgo?
for you.
I'm not sure who that is,
Oh, okay.
but that's all I have. What story do you have? Coffee? Or
I would have to go check my collection, but I think all those Daredevils. I got a bunch of old back issue Daredevils.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
At my shop, coffeeandcomic.com. I think I have them up. I'd have to double check though, but
I'll have to look.
Better go look soon before everyone else does.
Oh, dude,
kidding.
that would be the asshole move of them all. If
Yeah.
somebody
Hopefully
took them away
somebody
from
do
JR.
it.
Oh my
He's
god.
gonna get something out of there. Don't worry.
Possibly, Michelle. You know, maybe after the show. You never know.
Please. I want to do what Steve does and
Wait,
then
wait.
do what she asked me to do.
Here it is right there. Sorry.
I
JR
wanna go in that
definitely
order.
needs a Moscow mule.
Why do I need a Moscow Mule? Am I
Just
boring?
because it's because it's Thursday, bro. It's
Oh.
Thursday. You know?
Oh, it's like
It's been.
There it
I'm
is,
trying to
right
be
there,
good.
y'all.
I'm
Heard
trying to drink water.
Summer Man Coffee and the Comic up
that's just on
on
you.
He's on
Instagram
it.
and on
Yeah.
YouTube. Bam.
So, keeping with tradition,
I guess I'm going next.
let's go ahead and go.
Oh, you son of a! I mean, here I'm thinking we're having a moment, JR.
I thought you was gonna
And it's
do
like
it
I don't
for
even know
once.
the guy. It's like I don't even know the guy anymore.
Oh, I know the guy. That's why I had everything ready.
You know what, man? You can shut up. Enjoy.
So I finally got this in. I didn't even show it last time, but
Open
yay.
it. Open it. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
open
cool.
that thing,
Zero on
dude.
Swiftwind.
Let air unveil that girl.
No, I don't want to affect her. And then I got
Ooh,
good old Micro
nice.
in the
Very
Blue
nice.
USA.
Are
So
they doing
I-
the whole Team USA?
I
Hashtag
literally
opening it.
have I think I have every Michael Jordan Funko Pop except for one.
Don't you dare ignore me, Jeff.
What?
Hashtag opening it. See or no way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See or see way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're letting me down. Wrong.
Okay, so last
Wrong.
week I showed this one, right? The third
Oh,
appearance of
nice.
Moon Knight. I did not show what I discovered after I processed it that night.
Shout out to Brando.
Don't
Feel
break
better,
Michelle's
brother.
heart.
No, Michelle knows already. This has been the best surprise yet.
Double cover, nice.
A double cover for a third appearance of Moon Knight.
What?
This is my second double cover ever, and I found both of them this year. So that is awesome. That was like a cool bonus. You know, always check your comics. Make sure you do your count pages, your page counts, and check those covers because you never know.
You should check that comment.
MJ would want me to open it. I don't think MJ gives a shit. And then I finally got this.
That's
Oh,
funny.
nice.
So
Nice.
real quick to jump in on that, you know where I found that at?
No,
Westminster Mall at Book Off, just sitting in there.
there's a book off in Westminster Mall.
Yep, I came across. It's somewhere over there. I got to dig through, but yeah, I was looking, just flipping through all the comics
I'm
and
starting
pop.
to feel better
What?
already. I think I'm gonna have to go to Westminster
Nah, man.
Mall.
Nah. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, I've been looking for one. Decent price. I mean, $40. What can you do? It's normal.
Dude, Inja got her katana out ready to freaking slash you if you don't open them damn pops, bro.
This is the last thing. This is the
JR
the grand
hit you up, bro.
finale.
Ooh, finally got your Jubilee.
No, this is my third Jubilee.
Oh, but your 9.8 Jubilee?
This is my only 9.8 Jubilee. I have a couple raw ones.
Hunter's Hunt, bro. It's over for you.
Eric, I'm making it. When are they open? 10 o'clock in the morning?
Look at that.
Damn,
you know
It's a race.
Hunter's Hunt, bro. That's my man Eric, man. He just you're gonna blink of an eye and he's already gonna be checked out and in his car and back at home by the time you see him.
Yeah,
He's probably gonna call you and be like, "Did you see me?"
From IG. So yeah, I got him from We Can Be Heroes on IG. But yeah, nice deal. I think I got the Jubilee for $375. So
drive safe, brother Rudy. Drive safe.
Drive safe. Yeah, I've been wanting that for a while, and now I have 3 copies because someone didn't want to go look for one in Baltimore. He's too busy making cookies. I'm just fucking with you.
I was gonna say, and I had to make cookies because I promised a certain somebody that would make her cookies. Do you want me to break?
So Copy made you make him. I love you, Copy. Yeah, that's it. That is it. You want to see bobbleheads? No bobbleheads.
No, you didn't get any. You're not gonna open any.
I didn't buy any new ones. No bobbleheads.
All right, man.
Those are not bobbleheads.
Hey, yo, my man. Step aside. Hey, yo, my man. Step aside, bro. All right, I'm just kidding. So I only got 2 things.
Like I had a choice. I don't have control.
I mean, JR had his finger on the trigger. I saw him. He's like,
I had nothing to do with it.
JR wasn't trying to switch. He was trying to get rid.
No, yeah, I know. He was trying. But look what I got, man. I got freaking Ichigo, and look at this. You look at him. He's coming out of the box, Jeff. Look at that, dude. We opened toys here,
come
bro.
in the box.
That too, right?
So I had 250 plus DC Universe figures that were open. The hell with you guys.
Show them. Well, then at least show them something, bro. Show them the. We're gonna have to get back to show them the back of your display. Open some shit up, bro. Kind of play with those toys. Look at that Ichigo, man. If you guys aren't watching Bleach, you should. There you go. There you go. Benkai.
What's this guy right here?
Bam, Visor Ichigo, got that a little while ago,
Yeah.
Comes with accessories. Let's see. Then we also, last but certainly not least, because I only got 2 things, guys. I didn't get my my comic that I anticipated, but that's life, right? That's what all the people say. But I did get this cool ass Ben Reilly sensational Spider-Man from Maplex. And let me tell you, this guy is freaking sick, dude.
What?
Yeah,
that articulation on the neck. What was that about?
Oh, like he's just giving you attitude. He's like, he's like, you want some or what? Yeah, he's like, don't try it. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's getting hard. I got to decide between toys and comics. I feel like I'm feeling.
Here's my Ben Reilly.
I'm in hip pocket. Oh, okay.
Okay. Right. My Scarlet. All right.
No, okay. I mean, now you just want to take the spotlight away from me, Jeff. That's not really real mature, dude.
It's open, sir.
Okay.
I'm just showing you it's open.
Okay. Oh man. You know what? You are a piece of work, you Jeff.
The show over yet?
No, dude. It's just beginning, bro. We got to get to the greatest part of them all. Frank, are you ready for the versus segment or what, my brother?
Yeah, as ready as I'm gonna be.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and JR, you got that? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
That answer your question?
My bad.
But anyways, before us here at Nerd Herd, we want to thank all the veterans. I mean, Big Rob's a veteran of ours.
Shout out to Big Rob.
Obviously, Frank, you.
Mr.
Brother
Moonlit.
Rudy, his son, thank him for serving. Moonlit, her boyfriend, my mom and father and family. I know Jeff didn't you have some family that served?
My father was a Marine. Hoorah.
Steve, did you have anyone?
Yeah, I had an uncle that was in the Marines as well, man.
So we just want to kind of take a moment out to just remember this is a day for them, for the living ones right now. Not disrespecting the ones that passed, but just to remember and appreciate what you guys all did for our lazy asses. Because Lord knows I wouldn't do what you guys did. So thank you. You guys ready?
Oh yeah. All right, man. So this is your versus segment, and I couldn't think of anything better. I want to make sure
Oh
we
no.
always promote the verses. So celebrity deathmatch, man. You got to remember, and MTV. You got to
I
remember
remember.
one
I
must go
remember
and
it.
one must be picked. One must be a winner chicken dinner. So we're gonna go ahead and get in the first right off the bat, man. We don't know. There's no non-necessary pussyfooting around in this show. So hit him
Let's
with the
do it.
JR. We are going with John Romita Jr. We know that you love John Romita Jr. And if it wasn't for John Romita Jr., you wouldn't see Punisher. But you got to pick one. Like I said, it's your left or your right, Frank. The left hand or the right hand that you got to
Can I
pick.
just show it?
Oh,
Is that it?
that's it.
Can I
That's
just
right.
show it?
Yes, you
I'm just saying.
damn right.
Just saying.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
he made that decision. That's a quick
That was
one.
an easy
Right
one.
up the gate. Okay.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. Okay. Alonso, help me. All right. So we're gonna continue, man. Frank Castle's your man. Punisher. Like if you had to pick between a high scale action figure, Mezco figure, are you gonna go with the one on the right that's OG, or are you gonna go with the San Diego Comic Con Special Ops Punisher, man? I
Dude,
have that in my possession.
How do I point to it?
Okay.
Just say which one.
He's like, I already got it.
Right. That's a tough one. From my view, bottom left.
The one with the helicopter?
Yeah, helicopter.
Yeah, San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
I'm
Special
not
Ops
liking
Punisher.
the haircut on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I
slick back.
respect
But the
it,
res-
but yeah.
Okay.
Damn,
All right,
always
all
tough.
right. So we also know you like Mike Zeck as well. You're a fan of Mike Zeck, man. So I gotta say, I mean, if there was a piece of his art that you could have, I know Luke Cage and Shang-Chi are some of your
You guys
favorites
are
as well.
dirty. You guys are dirty. Dude.
I did it, Alonso.
Oh,
Don't blame me. I didn't put
You
the
gotta
deck
pick
together.
one. You gotta pick one, brother.
Dude. I'm gonna have to stick with Frank. I mean Castle, dude. Yeah, that'd be the one I want. I mean the Shang-Chi one that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Obviously I want it too, but
Why does Fu Manchu look better than fucking Shang-Chi, dude? I'm sorry,
Shang-Chi
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi looks
Just
scared,
why?
dude, a little bit.
Dude, that's dope though.
Like someone
But-
creeped behind him. He was like, "Hey." Sorry,
Yeah,
Frank.
but no, I love that that Punisher one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Punisher.
All right. And then we also know that you're a Neil Gaiman fan, man. And this comes from my brother downstairs right there. The resident a-hole himself, a kingpin.
No to blame now.
Like, are we gonna go if your team? Who are you gonna be team? Team Kane or Team Abel?
That's a tough one too, but Abel.
All right,
Team Abel. Yeah.
I can see that.
I agree.
All right, man. Next. All right. We also know you're a Garth Ennis fan as well, man. So
this is easy. Constantine Hellblazer, though
Thank
I
you.
give much props
Yes.
to Preacher, but yeah, Constantine Hellblazer. That's yeah. That's it.
And just so many great runs on that Hellblazer too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. You dude, Frank. This I'm gonna have to rethink my inks.
Go back.
All right. We also
It
know
jumped.
you're a cerebral sci-fi fan, man. So I gotta say,
Children of Men, dude.
oh,
Children of Men. If we're going cerebral, like actual, like I mean, don't get me wrong, Eternal Sunshine was beautiful and it's great, but Children of Men, that gets your mind like what?
yeah,
Okay.
get your mind
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I should have went with if I would have put Inception. Would have been harder? Or?
A little bit harder, but I think I like the grittiness of Children of Men, even though Inception was still an epic tell for sure. But yeah,
Eternal's too much of a love story.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're taking notes, Frank. Taking notes, man. And then we got Run the Jewels, man. We know you're a fan of Run the.
Dude, I mean, Killer Mike's my boy, yo, but LP is dope, and his beats are not to be messed with. But I got to go with my homie Killer Mike.
Okay.
He's lyrically been around for way too long. The stuff he did back in the day, especially the stuff he's still doing with Big Boy. Oh, killing it. Killer Mike.
Definitely, man. Definitely, bro. Okay, so I was sitting there at first, and now that I know that you're a Cali cat, man, I know you're all about the producer, LP. Have you heard of God, I have it. It's his jazz album. Very rare, very small printing.
Yes.
That is sick, dude.
Dude,
I gotta get
the
with
work
you.
he did with the I used to play the clarinet back in the day.
Okay.
And I love jazz. I love blues. My music gamut goes everywhere, but hip hop is also there. When he dropped that jazz album, the way he was able to produce it, because it wasn't like your standard jazz, and it was on fire. And I've been wanting to take it on the instrumental level and do some of my own stuff with it. So
okay,
that's a whole other.
Dude, we'll have to talk.
Nice.
What up? What up?
All right. So we also know you love the outdoors, man. And if you had to be at a place, if you had to go hike to a place or even go backpacking, camping out in the wilderness, man, are you going to go Yosemite or are you going to go to Mount Shasta, man?
So you're already making me feel cold with Mount Shasta. A little background on me. I actually born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hiked all over the Ute Mountains, the Rockies. I'm not a fan of the cold anymore, so that snow is terrifying. So Yosemite, 100%.
That's easy.
And they got to know what your zodiac sign is, my brother. They got to know what your zodiac sign is. What's going to be?
Capricorn.
Oh yeah, dude.
By the way, Jeff, read the sign.
What?
Take a hike.
One time,
someone needs to take more of a hike than I do.
Okay, so here it is.
Can I have them both?
You dude, this is your damn show. Both is an answer. I actually have used that before. Like
cheating, Steve.
And I know now that you're in Cali, dude. Have you tried sugarfish?
Yeah, of course. Who hasn't tried sugarfish?
Okay.
Me?
You know what bummed me out about sugarfish?
Sorry, Jeff, you're not in the club. What's up, brother?
Don't get me wrong. I love sugarfish. They do a great job, and product is amazing. But they don't serve miso soup.
What? You're right.
And I was like, what? Like, I get it. Like, they don't specialize. But for me, Japanese restaurant needs to have miso.
How hard is it to make miso soup?
It's not. Yeah. It's just not on their menu like that. Like, so it was weird. But yeah, it's great. It's still good. So. But in this, I want both. But if I had to, like, salmon sashimi is hands down my favorite, and I can eat that all day long. So.
Okay, man. Dang, dude. All right. All right. Oh yeah. And then so our last question for the panel: if you had to travel to another country for vacation or just somewhere that you've always wanted to go, where would it be?
Oh man. So this is a silly one because I got the opportunity to live in Japan for a couple years and have gone back. And every time I think about traveling abroad, like part of me is like, why would I want to travel anywhere but Japan? Because it's I love the place out there. The culture is amazing. But I have to get out of that habit and go somewhere new because I've yet to make it to Europe yet. Oh, yeah. But I want to make it to the Van Gogh Museum out in Spain. So I think that would be where it would be right now to try to make it out there. So yeah.
Oh man, very nice. Spain was one of my choices too, man, for sure.
Nice.
If I had to go to a place, and Japan, man, you took it right out of my mouth. But if I had to go to a place, and aside from those, it'd probably be Brazil. I don't want to be. Yeah, man. Just go out there.
You can stop right there.
Yeah, man. Hop, skip, and a jump, man. Get some jujitsu rolls in, dude.
Right.
Not some surfing because your boy don't swim too well. Jeff, where would you want to go, bro?
I am probably the least worldly here. I've only been to Canada.
Okay.
I haven't even been to Mexico. So, yeah, that's bad. I mean, I would love to go see all the, Coliseum and stuff like that, and Stonehenge. I would love to see all the historic places, but I mean, it would have to be between like Japan and Australia, because Japan, I've had friends go there, and I have friends who live there. I have friends who live in Australia, so I would have somewhere to stay, and I know it's expensive to go anywhere. So yeah, I mean, but I would love to go to one of those countries, definitely.
So,
but
I mean,
probably Australia for now,
okay,
just because it's more. I won't be so backwards.
All right. And then JR, man, what do you got, man?
Jeff, I think I'm less worldly than you because I haven't even been out of the country. But I think
Okay.
there's a lot of great cities in this country that I want to go to. But if we're going outside the country, Australia will be high on my list. Italy, I've always wanted to go, but I think Germany would be where I'd probably go.
See,
just for me, I'm German. That's where my parents met, was at an army base in Germany. I would like to go to Auschwitz and just, I know it's bleak and everything, but just trying to understand how that hatred can come out. I'm always one to try to figure out that stuff and just to understand the depth of it. But I would love to try to go to Germany. I wouldn't mind going with my mom just to see where she was and where she stayed and stuff. Because when she was there, it was still split between East Germany and West Germany. But I think for fun, Japan will probably be fun. But I think I want to go somewhere. Amazing. I want to go somewhere where it's more takes me out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Quick question for you, JR. So, have you made it down to DC?
Yeah, you need to go to DC.
I haven't.
Okay, so if you're talking about going to Auschwitz, I also recommend, if you're, do a quick trip to DC if you can, and make it to the Holocaust Museum down there.
No, I definitely want to go there
will
too.
set you in a mindset of just
will fuck you up.
Dude.
That's not even set you straight. Yeah. That's a fuck you up kind of shit.
Dude. Well, they actually designed that museum specifically so when you walk into it, you feel uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable.
Dude, yeah. Like
I've been in there.
It's nuts, right?
I went for a school trip. Are you kidding me?
When you was a kid?
Field trip, bro.
So both Michelle and Brandon from Comic Kings tried to get me to go to DC when I went back there. The only reason I did is because I want to be able to spend like several days looking at being there and checking it out. I also didn't like I've been to New York and been to the 9/11 museum, and like I tell everyone, that's one of the things you have to go. It just changes your perspective on things.
Yeah.
But it also kind of kills your mood for a couple days. And I didn't want to go to to an Auschwitz museum and then, okay, now I'm going to go see Michelle the next day and be like, oh yeah, I'm fucking Debbie Downer.
That's the last thing you're supposed to do when you go.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I made the mistake of going to like Nagasaki and Hiroshima early on in a trip out there one time, and it definitely set you in a mood because you just think, I'm just going to check out these sites and see it, and you don't understand how that impacts you until you're actually like there.
I think you can still see the impact to this day, like the devastation. Still, it's still not okay.
Dude, it was brutal. It was brutal.
The shadows on the wall and all that stuff. I mean,
the building that was in Hiroshima, the one that actually survived, that they still have up, like being like, a few feet away from that, seeing it and just realizing the devastation that occurred and happened. Like it's
what man can do.
And dude, as a man, like being there and seeing all these school kids get off a bus to go, I broke down in tears just sitting on a curb outside. I was like, dude, this is tough.
Oh no, trust me, I believe it, because like I said, I went to the 9/11 museum, and I mean, I'm one of the darkest people know, and I was breaking down in tears just because I remember the events happening, and then going through that and seeing like the guy jumping out of the skyscraper and all these in the room. There's one room at the base of one of the towers that they purposely have and it's all the pictures of all the people that passed away, and it's messages, or not necessarily messages, but like recordings of loved ones talking about their kids, and they're just showing photos on the wall. It's a dark room. It'll bring any person down to their knees and cry. I mean, it's a good cry, but it's killer. And I can just imagine Auschwitz, Hiroshima, all that would be the same way.
Yeah, I mean, it's just my opinion, but I think anybody who goes into the military should have to go to a place like the museum in DC. Like, should be able to see the devastation, but also understand what you're fighting for, right? Because that's just it's a very strong message, right? There's some things in this world we do not want to ever happen again. And
so you gotta, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
ahead,
Jeff, but because as somebody that served in the military, it's a great point. I think our politicians need that more than our military members.
That's for sure.
But at the same time, like in the Marine Corps anyway, I can't speak for the Army, Air Force. We went through extensive history classes in boot camp, and we got shown some stuff in that. And so we definitely had a lot of that. And I remember when I went to my first MOS school out in Alabama, I was a 2311 ammunition technician, and we had to learn pretty much. I became a rocket scientist. Like, that's kind of what the school does. Not really that deep, but it's some of that. But some of it we had to learn about what certain munitions did. And one of the videos that I remember actually watching in some kind of context was a shape charge that was placed onto a tank. That a shape charge is kind of like this weird indented thing, and it shoots out like that, and it just, all this copper and metal just shoot through something. Well, inside the tank, they had a bunch of pigs in that tank to show what would happen to a human body, essentially, going through. So military, we get that of sorts. You know what I mean? So don't get me wrong, they should still have the other impact, but we definitely get a lot of that. But yeah, I think the politicians need to see that more so, because they're the ones really pulling the trigger when it comes down to the devastation of that type of element. But
I think there's a lot of people that need to see stuff like that, just to understand that we're all human, and that we should be taking care of each other and not tearing down each other.
For sure.
That
Definitely.
I don't know. I mean, it's one thing when I joke and say "fuck you, Jeff" and give him shit, but he knows that I love him in the end. I care about him. But stuff that some of these people do, you just like, I just don't understand it. And I'm not trying to get into politics, and sorry for pulling everything down, but that's kind of when I travel, I like to see stuff like that to help understand.
It's a bigger picture, man. There's more things that are outside.
That's the greatest thing about traveling, is you do open up your experiences. You get to know about the world more. You see things different. I mean, it gave me traveling the places around the world that I have and things that I've seen and done, like, it gave me that much more respect just for America in general, and a lot of things of how great we have it here compared to certain places in the world. Is even our, like, I guess, like, I'm no rich man by any means. Like, I'm poor and dead trying to start a comic book shop and, like, the whole deal, but I have it really good compared to, like, someone my age living in a place of China that's like, run down, or a place in like India, or these other places in the world. And I think it gives a more perspective. Like, my Marine Corps experience really taught me to be a little bit more humble and actually calm me down, because as a young kid, teenager, like fighting and getting into all that, like, the Marine Corps actually put me in check.
That discipline.
And I was like, the discipline, but at the same time, just the love for humanity, because of how brutal war can be and how brutal things can get and how devastating things are. And to look at another human being and realize you're still a human being. Like, I should love you more so than anything, and have more of that calmness about it, as opposed to get so irate over little things. Don't get me wrong, I still get road rage like crazy.
Oh yeah,
we're not all perfect, for sure,
right? But especially, I think there is an element of that empathy that needs to be shown more in the world, and just in order to find that empathy, you have to kind of walk a mile in somebody else's shoes a little bit, or at least try to experience that in some way. And traveling helps with that big time. So yeah.
I also think, like, most people in the military actually have that same point of view. People don't actually think about it. They just think they're all, blood hungry. They just want to, go kill foreign enemies or something like that. But honestly, most of the people I've ever met who were ever in the military, because I grew up next to a Marine base in Quantico.
Mm.
So I had neighbors who were DOD. I had neighbors who were Pentagon. I had neighbors who were in charge of many different aspects of the military. And let me tell you, they all think the same way. They all do not like war, do not like killing.
Yeah.
They appreciate human beings a lot more. They are nicer people overall. And I think it's because they have humanity that they see that they've seen some pretty nasty stuff or been shown some pretty nasty stuff to show that humanity counts a lot more in their world, where human life counts for a lot more than we think of in our own, presence right now. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to everybody in the military. Thank you to all of them for standing on that wall for us.
Well,
Thank
all the armed
you.
forces.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who sacrificed, who has had family sacrifice. It's a devastating thing to lose people, and it's a devastating thing to go through it and even survive. So to all of them, my hat's off.
I think to coincide with that, there's an element of knowledge of having that experience and knowing the sacrifices that those that came before us went through. That it's almost like that adage in karate, like, what's the first rule of karate? You don't instigate fights. Like, that's not the point of learning self-defense. It's how you can actually use your mind more so to stop that. But if that doesn't work, then yes, you're ready to fight. You're trained that way. You just kind of snap into that mode, muscle memory kind of thing. But you don't want it to go that way. Now, don't get me wrong, there's probably a few psychopaths out there that join the military just for that reason. But what is that movie, Jack Reacher? I think it was. It kind of described that, but yeah. But no, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's going to be a percentage of people who don't think the same way. But I'm telling you, what the military have to go through, it changes how they look at life.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, I mean, thank you for what you guys do. And even some of them end up in other, as police officers or firefighters. I mean, that's a hard job too, and I appreciate what they do too, even if they're not necessarily right sometimes. I mean, anyone that's willing to put their life on the line for someone else's, that's a huge thing.
Most definitely.
So,
I totally agree, bro.
And Steve, do you want to mention about X, since we're speaking about Bravo and X11, the whole thing of, what's going on there with they're trying to do for Veterans Day and everything?
They're doing an amazing thing, you guys. Liz and Elias, they've gotten the community together, and a team together, to get to know our community as well, but also gather these AOKs and these packages to veterans that have served. And I think that's an important thing, and I think that's a real selfless thing that they're doing. Elias has served as well, so we love Elias, and much love to him. Much love to Liz as well. I mean, they are amazing people. I've had a chance to meet Liz over the summer when I was in Vegas, and she is nothing but sweet. And I was out there hanging with her and Sheena, and I just had the greatest time. They are just great people, and I love them to death. So, what they're doing right now, and what they've been doing. They've been doing this for a long time. So what they're doing is they're gathering these packages up, they're shipping them out, and again, people from the community, we're working together with them and really helping them gather these, issues that certain veterans would want to read, and it's a big thing. It's bigger than that. It's having the community to be there with our veterans and our fellow, brothers and sisters, man. So, like I said, Elias and Liz have done an amazing thing, and I
I
can't
think
thank them enough. I mean,
I think
Frank, what you got anything to say as
well,
well?
yeah, I was gonna say, like, with what they're doing and what it gives me the sense that, like, how many people know how the comic world really came around? Like, who started the comic book industry? Who started comics?
It's for the military.
Pretty much, it wasn't just for the military, but look at the writers and the authors and the artists. Who were they?
They were all military
They
vets.
were all military vets. It was the military that started the comic community. And I feel like we're all here. Like, there's a ton of us here. I mean, we had a great podcast last night with, like, a good 8 Marines that came together and we were talking about it. And sometimes we don't remember that, like, oh yeah, there's other people in this community. It's not all nerds and geeks, and like but the military, what X11 Bravo and they're all doing, I feel like it's bringing that back to the community, and it's giving a place for military veterans and active duty to kind of come together again and have an outlet. Like, I don't know how much I can, praise Liz and them for what they've done, and just how Battle 66 Delta, I'm shouting at his call sign for Instagram so people will go follow him. But he reaches out to me all the time just to check in, like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And that's very important in the military community, especially with the high increases of suicides in the veteran community. That it gets talked about, but nobody really talks about it. Nobody understands how to battle that. And sometimes we say, well, you just call this number if you're feeling down. Great, those numbers are important and they should be out there, but what's more important is how citizens can get involved, is especially for Veterans Day, for example. I've always said it's great to thank a veteran, but how about you talk to your neighbors, talk to somebody you don't know and ask them, are you a veteran, or do you know a veteran, or do you have any veteran stories, to get more out there? Because what it means, like, I honestly feel kind of weird when people thank me for my service, because for me, it was just something I felt like obligated and a duty to do. So I appreciate the thanks. I just don't know what to say to that. Like, you're welcome. Like, I feel weird, but it's more about, like, asking, I don't know, other questions related to veterans and what they're doing. Because when I get reached out to, it makes me feel better, and dealing with, life in general. And there's so many other members out there that have gone through a lot more than me, that sometimes we walk right past and don't even recognize. And I think doing that will also help just humanity in general, just be nicer to each other and understanding that more, and not just one day a year. But so what X11 and all those guys are doing, it's amazing. And hit them up, follow them. Like, I want to get more involved as well, and hopefully I can. So,
well, and there's also, I mean, to add to what you're saying there, when my grandmother was still alive a couple years ago, she was in a retirement home, and I'd go there on Veterans Day because there's a lot of veterans there that were obviously weren't in the current most recent wars, but they were in World War II or Vietnam or whatever. And sometimes just to give them a face to talk to, sometimes just lights their day up. You know what I mean? I mean, and it was only, you may be there for 5-10 minutes per person, but sometimes people just kind of forget, so doing small things like that.
Yeah, I remember I was in high school and I did that. I went to different places, talked to veterans. I interviewed World War II vets, wrote reports about it. It's just, let me tell you, what they tell you and what they're not even willing to tell you, it says a lot. It just, it's heavy. It's real heavy. Oh, yeah. But it makes you appreciate things a lot more. And I know you feel weird about it, but look, if you guys can, you ever see someone in the military, some vet, always thank them. Thank them for their sacrifice. Thank them for their service. And because without them, we're not here. We don't have this great country.
Yeah.
So
real quick on that too, because, like, if you just saw me walking down the street, would you know if I was a vet?
No.
No, I don't have a hat on. So you have to talk to people.
Yep.
You have to talk to your neighbors. You have to talk to the store clerk. You have to, like, when you go to 7-Eleven, speak to the dude that's, you know, giving you your whatever you're buying from him, because he may have been a vet or she may have been a vet, you know. We don't know. It's not like, you know, we get out of the military and suddenly we have these grandiose jobs sitting high. No, like there's a lot of those dudes sitting on the street corner asking for $1, probably a homeless vet. You know, we don't know. So you have to get involved with your community and talk to people. And that's the only way. So to say, think of vet, that's great to say. But if you don't know the people walking past you are a vet or not, how else are you going to know? And it takes us out of our comfort zone, because that means you have to talk to people. You have to get to know them more. But when you do that in a community, you grow as a community better. You're more polite to people. You're not going to have as many conflicts probably. And you'll probably be surprised by how many people living next door to you are veterans, or have a brother, or have a sister, or have a dad or an uncle, or somebody has a story. There's always a veteran story somewhere out there that, and they're willing to talk on some level, you know, even if it's just the stupid stuff we used to do. You know, there's great times for that. And I think that's the biggest key, but it's hard, you know. So.
For sure. Frank, the next slide is you know, like, this has been great conversation, and I want to thank you very much for being our guest. But this is also another plug. I wanted to get to this slide and, you know, tell the herd where they can find you. And again, we want to thank you for your service, but as well, we want to thank you for giving us your time and being a guest on today's show. We've learned a lot, and I know the herds learned a lot about you and what the things that you like, but also what you have done and the selfless acts as well. So go ahead and you know, this is your time to shine, my brother. Please.
I appreciate you guys having me on, and again, shout out to Moonlit for helping also set this up behind the scenes a little bit, and appreciate all of her and Sheena. So Coffee and a Comic, it's a business. It's funny because the way that I go about it, I don't promote as much as I probably should for a company, but because I try to be very low key on a lot of levels. And I want to try to stay true to the roots of what I started this for. So it's coffeeandthecomic.com. It's a comic book shop. It's set up as a sole proprietor here in Huntington Beach, California, with the goal of eventually getting a brick and mortar location. But I do mainly a lot of new comic book. So I set up pool lists. I get you all the new stuff you want. There's a number of people in the community, such as Michelle, Collect 'em All, Die Trying. Eric just set his up last night and got his going. A handful of other people that are getting there, some new books for me and some back issues. But I want to tell a little bit about the background behind it of sorts. I've always been into comics since I was a kid. But this was kind of a new transition into an actual business. And it's been a very stressful idea, because people think, oh, just start a comic book shop. It's what... And you got to set up accounts with Diamond and Lunar, and now Penguin Random House, and you know, having to go with their requirements and everything else that goes. It's a lot of stress. Financially, it's stressful. So all the help and all the support has been amazing in the community to help make my dream start to come true. And still a struggle, but let me get into it. The point of Coffee and a Comic came from my own personal life struggles at certain things that have gone on in the last couple of years, especially in the last year, dealing with my mother. She was diagnosed with lung cancer about 9 months ago now, and that made me reflect a lot on mortality, what I want to do with my life, things that are going on. And so here in Huntington Beach, I'm not too far away from the ocean. So I would run or jog or walk to the beach, get my cup of coffee. And in doing so, I would take a comic down with me. Just so I can sit with my coffee, with a comic, 10, 20, 30 minutes to just escape from everything I've been going through and everything that was happening. And then I started posting on Instagram, you know, but I did that a couple years ago, working at a friend's comic book shop that was once here in Huntington Beach and is no longer here. And I was helping him out with certain aspects of his shop. And I started doing this Coffee and a Comic, you know, thing with him too. And I really enjoy it. That's where I find peace. That's where I find my escapism. That's where I just want to zone out. So that kind of spawned a lot of talk in the community of stores. I started getting a lot of people interested. Hey, you got that comic for sale? And I never really did the selling comics too much. A little bit on eBay once in a while and a few things here and there, but that kind of got me into wanting to share that experience with people of just enjoying a comic and a coffee and getting away from the world just for that 15, 20 minutes. That's why I do a lot of single issues. I don't do a lot of trade paperbacks because I don't want to Netflix binge read my stuff really. I do the single issue so I can sit with it and that's it. So when I started the company and started the shop itself, I wanted to share that. So with every comic purchase that you do with me, you get one of these. It's a little, enjoy a free coffee on us. It's a little packet. There's nothing in it now because I fill it up for every order. But like right now I'm doing a lot of dark French roast.
JR, can we highlight him?
You want to?
Please, I'm not good at this portion, Frank. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
There you go. There you go. Oh.
I'm switching it. There you
go. So you get a free.
Bam! Right here. There you go.
You get a free cup of coffee essentially from Coffee and a Comic. That Zoom is horrible, so it's not really focusing, but whatever. That's on me. There we go. That comes with every purchase. Sometimes you get 2 or 3. But it's just something I want to give back. And if you're not a coffee drinker and you get it, give it to a friend, pass it around. But I want to give that experience to let people know that just take time out of your day. That's 15, 20 minutes to sit, breathe, enjoy some coffee, enjoy some tea, enjoy whatever it is you enjoy with that comic, because that's what comics are. Yes, there's some elements of reality to it, but I think it's more of an escape route to just disappear for the 20, 30 minutes it takes to read one, enjoy the art, enjoy the writing, and then start the rest of your day. And hopefully it sets you off in a lot better of a day. But yeah, that's kind of what it's all about, what I'm about, and what I do. But yeah.
No, that's awesome. I do kind of the same thing to center myself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just get all flustered and all that, and you just kind of got to go back and just go back to your base.
Yeah. And I think that's how I feel, because as a kid picking up that comic and excited as I was about it and just wanting to sit with it, like that's what this brought all back. It was just, now I can enjoy my coffee. I can open up my mind and enjoy that comic and put a smile on my face, or be pissed off at how bad that comic was, or like what's going to happen next. And I have to wait till the next time around. So, whatever that is, but it's not the reality sometimes that we go through. Yeah.
You guys start
a business license right there in the back, so I'm a legitimate business too. Some people don't know that, and most things you can get on my site for a cover price, or work it out that way. Sheena just brought it up. She was like, and the book club, plug the book. I got a book club that we do once a month. We kind of up it as well, but on the 19th, I'll be on YouTube Live with a couple cats, and we're going to be doing House of Slaughter. Talking about House of Slaughter, and but yeah, so and you can sign up for the book club. Just go to coffeeandcomic.com, scroll down a little bit, sign up. I also do exclusive discounts for book club members, especially on the books that we're going to be showing. And for the book club, I'm trying to give away a book each club to a winner of the people that are involved. So yeah,
very nice.
It's a lot for one person to try to handle on their own, but I'm getting there.
No, it's very noble. I mean, it's a lot to do in life.
Onward and always upward, my brother. Always
right?
Upward.
Always forward and upward. That's it.
That's it. And then we got.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Bam. And then we got. Oh, we got to. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. We got tomorrow over at our friends over at the CBSI Ben, my brother. We got my favorite team up covers. So don't forget tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get you a Friday night drink. Sit down and check out your favorite team ups with the Team Nerd Herd podcast, y'all. So don't forget CBSI.
I think Michelle's on that one too.
Oh, and our
Nice.
girl Moonlit will be on there. JR, you will be on there as well. Correcto, Mundo?
Correct.
And Big Rope will be there as well. So join us. Enjoy your Friday night, and let's get it going.
I still got to write my article for next week.
Oh, shit. You better get on it, brother, before Alonzo gets
Yep.
you. Get you.
Fuck
And then,
Cyclops.
well, damn. Jeff, you want to go ahead and hit.
It's just
Bam, you
my
want to go
mouth's
ahead
just
and
Fucking fat fingers.
do you want to go ahead and
I'll
hit
give you a fat finger.
Kamikaze? What's going on, brother? What's going on, Kamikaze?
Yo, so this weekend, this Saturday, our boy Big Rob, he's gonna have a table over at the San Diego Comic Book Show. It's gonna be held at the Hilton Garden Inn in Mission Valley and Stadium on 3805 Murphy Canyon Road. And there is an early bird admission. So if you want to, the regular admission is at 9 a.m., $7. Early admission is at 8 a.m. for $10. And there's going to be tons of golden age to modern age books, silver age stuff. And it's going to be fun. I don't know if Steve's coming down, but we might be heading down there too. So, if you're in the area, go hit them up.
Yeah, man. If you're in San
That's
Diego,
awesome.
definitely stop by, man. It's a small little area, man, but they got books on books on books. So definitely worth your while to stop by.
It's a good old school like hotel con, right? It's
Yep.
old school, just all comic books.
Elbow to elbow, digging to digging, bro. That's it. All right, next slide. All right, so we are bringing back dropping the mic. Your boy will be chilling with keeping it real low grades with my brother Ross, catching that wave. My brother panel surfing. We're going to be
Nice.
going over Primordial 1 and Primordial 2. Jeff Lemire, Andre Sortini, man. If you guys are fans of
Killing
that,
it.
if you guys
Killing
are, yes, right? I mean, if you guys are fans of their little tag team championship, then you'll love. Ooh, dang, that mic went go. You'll love Gideon Falls, then you'll love Primordial.
Mhm.
Different aspect, but man, let me tell you, my boy Big Ross, we're going to be going over it. So definitely tune in. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we coming after it, brother. I can't wait. All right, JR, you want to hit him with it, brother?
So on Sunday, we're going to have our new comic book picks of the day, our picks for next week for November 17th. I believe Jeremy Sparks Comics or half of
You promised me.
You promised me comics.
I always fuck up that name. Sorry,
you
Jeremy.
you most certainly do. I mean, god damn you.
But anyways, he's going to join us on Sunday. Should be a fun show. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have a lot of keeping up with the herd stuff since it's in Disney Day tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Don't forget Disney Day, Disney Plus Day is tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of stuff going to be announced or shown. If you don't know, probably Moon Knight, probably Ms. Marvel, probably a little bit of
Pip the motherfucking troll.
Oh yeah, dude, that was sick. What about Blade at the very end, though, man?
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get anything related to movies, but we'll get all Disney, all Star Wars, all Marvel, Disney Plus stuff tomorrow. So
probably Thunderbolts confirmed.
It's gonna be a lot better than the DC fandom. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no one cares about DC fandom. Day.
And I also think this is just my theory. I think we might see some casting tomorrow. So we'll find out. We'll find out.
Hyper says he foresees eBay site will crash tomorrow. You damn right.
Stay crashed. I mean,
that's for true. Hey, don't forget. I think if I heard it right, it's at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning Pacific time.
Oh, get you a coffee and a comic.
Eastern time. So
get you a coffee
get up early,
man. Get up early. Get that cup of Joe.
Well, just remember, if eBay crashes, you still got Whatnot and Instagram. There were plenty of good people out there selling stuff.
Absolutely.
For a lot better price than eBay.
Baby.
That's for sure.
All right. And On Monday, you got my boy Eric the Phoenix, my brother, blood brother, talking about My Hero Academia, World Heroes Mission. And we got my man CRG. Comics are great, Anthony. He will be rolling with us. And we're going to talk about this damn movie. This damn movie was dope, man.
Damn
We
it, you
forget-
all saw it?
Yeah, man. You slipping. You was sick.
I'm sick. What the hell when you're not slipping?
Yeah, well, you
I
falling and
suck.
you can't get up either. Dang, man.
Where's my
Man.
damn alert?
Man, talk
button?
about the low balls or low blows.
Oh, man, dude. I mean, shit. All right. I'm
Lucky
just kidding.
bastards.
Yeah. 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We ready to get it. We're going to go ahead and have a discussion. And Jeff, I mean, if you feel better, why don't you go get you a movie on Friday or Saturday and then meet us on Monday, bro? You're always, you're
Is it
always
still in the
welcome.
theater?
Yeah, it's still in theaters.
I didn't know. I thought it was only one weekend. Trust me.
He's all, I was
the way the
sick.
My Hero Academia thing works, it's like one damn weekend and it's gone. And I'm like, why?
You got Eric already giving you the nod, bro.
All right.
When I was at the theaters today, they had it in Sacramento. So I'm
Okay.
sure
I'll
down in
double check,
where you
bro.
are, they'll have it.
Do
I'll
it,
double
brother.
check this weekend because I'm sure everyone's going to watch something else this weekend.
All right,
Yep.
all right. And oh, Tuesday, man. Four Horsemen are at it again, man. We got that Geek Factor live. And if you guys missed the rewind, go ahead and catch that rewind. Your boy was sweating bullets, literally. And this was a fun game, man. It was just everything that encompassed pop culture. You got your comics, you got your movies, you got everything else in between, like anime, video games. So it kept you constantly thinking.
I
And
swear they had a fast food fucking question too.
oh, dude, man,
You had
they
the
would've-
gargoyle too.
yeah, man. And you had the gargoyle, man. You had my man D Anime, Zoolander, etc., bro, looking hot as fuck, bro.
All I have to say is so glad D-Anime didn't call me for funding because he'd been in trouble.
Oh, dude, I wonder what that call would have been like. I don't want to even know. All right, all
Would
right.
not have been good.
But be ready, guys. Be ready. It is at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and support the Four Horsemen. They took a lot of time to really get this show going. And you guys, I think it's going to be big. This is an awesome show. It's a lot of fun. It gets you to know it. Well, check it out. If you guys were going to participate, you guys get to pick someone in the community that to come along with you. What better way to have a good time, get to know your partner, and have a perfect amount of teamwork and good laughs with each other? I mean, your boy got Beauty and the Beast wrong, and J2 said, "Why am I on your team?" You know how much that hurt? Just kidding, J2. I love you, brother.
It hurt
Well,
more when
also-
we answered it right.
Also, he
Shut
got
up,
to see
Jeff.
an appearance of Glenn.
Oh my
on
god,
the
who
show.
could forget that?
Come
Who
on.
could forget that, bro? Who could forget that first appearance? I was like, dude, I was like this. It's Glenn. It's Glenn. It's Glenn.
And I think some people want to steal his bookshelf.
Dude, my boy Glenn got omnibuses on omnibuses on omnibuses. Oh yeah, much love, Moonlit. Much love to everybody on this herd chat. You know, you guys are our family, and we appreciate you. Frank, we appreciate you. Do we have any other slides? Because I don't want to look like a dumbass. Oh, we do not. Yes, I look like a dumbass. And JR, you want to hit
Sure.
that?
So, as you guys know, we always have CBSI Ben on our show for our show on Friday nights, which
My
I
favorite,
cannot
bro.
think of the fucking name of
Man,
it.
my favorite, bro.
My
Jesus.
favorite.
Híjole
I keep
madre,
wanting to
cabrón.
call it the show on Food Network.
You
Does
need,
the same fucking
you need
thing.
a can of Jolt right now, don't you?
Yeah, man. You need a whole
Oh,
12
fuck
pack.
you.
You need a whole
Fuck
12
you.
pack.
Anyways,
You try
Ben
to
is an
delegate, and
awesome
this is what happens.
guy. I'm sure he's gonna have some crazy shit for mail call next week, and it's gonna be a fun time. Wait a second. Okay, wait a second. Sheena. Who's your dumbass? Is it me or Steve?
Me, fool, not you. Step
Okay,
aside.
good to say.
Love you, Sheena. That was awesome.
Step aside. What kind of question is that? Ninja.
I know.
Pass me
I
your
know,
katana.
but- Boy, I'll smack you, boy.
Mm-mm. No, you won't.
Yeah. Anyways, it's gonna be a great show with Ben from
Keep your pillow talks
CBSI.
to yourself.
No, we know who runs the Chubby Crew.
Yeah.
Or the
Behemoth,
Cuddle Crew, I
even.
should say.
A behemoth, even.
Okay, that's it.
All right,
That's all we have.
right. Frank, we want to thank you, my brother. We want to thank you, Michelle. I'm gonna let him close out. Watch and see, man. All right. See, I did not forget. But Frank, you want to take
There's
us out?
only
Team Nerd
4
Herd
of us
style?
here.
Jeff,
You got
was you?
25% chance.
You know what, Jeff? If you don't knock it off right now, both of you guys, I'm fitting to get up in your ass.
Oh,
Frank,
bitch. Steve,
take us
bitch,
out.
please.
Now you got me stumped.
Show them what you got, girls.
I got nothing. But thank you for having me on again. And it's been a pleasure. It's great meeting you guys. I don't know how else you want me to close it out. I'm
Michelle,
horrible.
you didn't prep him?
No,
Michelle?
she didn't. Nobody prepped me anything.
That's it. I mean, I'm telling you. When Michelle hits in the comment section, she goes, "God, Steve," she goes, "Why don't you tell him to take it out?" It's because I know, and
or maybe I missed the memo.
Frank,
maybe.
no, you're good, brother.
You're good.
I'm going to get Jeff.
Look at what she said now. You can have his ass. He likes his ass taken.
Hell to the motherfucking no, dude. He's built like a Clydesdale, right on the bottom half of a horse. Giddy up. All right.
What
With
the
that
fuck,
being
Steve?
said, with that being said, if you want to do it right, collect what you like, and good night, y'all. Much love. Frank, thank you, and we out.